Welcome to Red Carpet TV Nigeria. If this is your first time, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below the video. The thrills and the frills in the frenetic jigs of guests on Thursday, February 13, 2020 was an exhilarating one as the music of Princess Atere thrilled guests to non-stop fun with their dances at the BG Events Own, Akure, Ondo State. The thrills and swells were all to celebrate the passage of a woman of great repute, a disciplinarian, an uncompromising woman with a heart of gold who left indelible footprints in the sands of time. The late Comrade Princess Margaret Atere, Comrade Atere, a notable grassroots politician par excellence, brought value to politicking and succor to those in need around her in a lifetime. And that was why hundreds of guests from the political circuit of Ondo State, from the fold of the All Progressives Congress, all trooped to attend every stage of a funeral program. The funeral obsequies began with the wake service on Wednesday, February 12, 2020 at the deceased residence at Pius Atere Close, Akure, Ondo State. Under a stretch of tents, the service took place. Mama's children sat at the front, looking good in white, while guests made themselves comfortable in every available space in or out of the tent. As the cool hymns crooned, Mama Atere, the subject of the gathering, lay still in a casket in front of the house. Talking of the inevitability of death, Reverend James Ireland charged everyone to be prepared for life after their earthly sojourn.
Mama Margaret, sometimes she comes to the office in the youth center to say, Father, please bless these medals for me. I want to give it to my grandchildren so that they can learn how to pray with it. And sometimes she come around just to say, Hello, Father, how are things going? These moments were beautiful moments because she felt that need of helping the younger ones to encounter Christ through her. She gave it all. She was faithful to the end. And today, we have come to bear witness to that faith that she has impacted in the lives of each and every one of us. If we begin to ask the question, each person has one or two things to say concerning his or her experience with Mama Margaret. When I looked at that picture, I see the smiling face. And sometimes when you look at the faces of people seated here, some of them are crying, some are sad, some are mourning. It is important we have this experience. But the beautiful thing is that Mama has gone. She has gone to rest. She has gone to be with her Creator. And she reminds us that we ourselves, one day, we will go. But the question we ask ourselves is, how prepared are we for that day when it comes knocking? Death is inevitable. It is something that we cannot do without. It is something that you cannot say, it will not come to me. Even if you pray from now till next year and say, I will not see death, my dear brothers and sisters, you are deceiving yourself. That is the greatest lie you will say to yourself. What is important is how prepared you are. How well are you living your life today? Mama has lived her life to the full. She was generous in her ways of living. She was faithful to the Christian teaching. And today she rejoices as she smiles on that picture, that indeed, like St. Paul tells us, I have run the race to the end. I have fought the good fight. What I wait for is for the crown of glory. But that crown, not for me alone, but for all others who are fighting the same battle with me. Today, it is Mama's turn. Whose will it be then?
It was these only words that guests were besieged with the next day at the Mary Help of Christians Catholic Church, Akeredolu Street, Akure, Ondo State. In twos, threes, groups, and in posh cars, guests made their arrivals into the house of the Lord. Soft, solemn hymns, characteristic of Catholicism, rent the air at every given interval. Mama's husband, who was in white lace, looked fallen, while the children, who were gorgeous in blue lace attire, comforted themselves in the fact that their mother lived a worthy life. With a lovely chant, Reverend Father Joseph Kayode Ojo assured that the righteous does not die, but only sleep in the Lord. The children and family of Mama soon danced forward for the Thanksgiving. The political family of Mama and her associates, led by the wife of the Ondo State Governor, Arabinrin Betty Anyanwu Akeredolu, also came forward for their special Thanksgiving. In a final commendation, the Catholic Bishop of Ondo Diocese, Reverend Father Jude Arogundade, prayed for the repose of Mama's soul, and with those words of prayers for the deceased, Mama's casket was wheeled out of the church. As the trumpets of the climax pallbearers blared, Mama's remains was taken for interment, not to be seen anymore. Born on October 25, 1951, into the royal and prestigious Adegboro family, Comrade Margaret Atere got educated to the level of being certified with a Teacher's Grade 2 certificate in 1973. She joined the Western Regional Teaching Service Commission as a classroom teacher. She later obtained a National Certificate of Education from the College of Education Ikere-Ekiti and a bachelor's degree in English education from the then Ondo State University at Ado-Ekiti. She rose to the position of vice principal during her days in the teaching profession. She got involved in union activism at the level of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, holding several positions at various times. That was where she earned the nickname Comrade. Upon her retirement, her elder brother, Prince Oluwarotimi, initiated a foray into the world of real politics. Her political journey traversed the Action Congress of Nigeria to the All Progressives Congress, where her potentials made her become an enigma in the politics of Akure South local government. She got appointed as the chairman interim caretaker management committee of the Akure South local government area on April 3, 2017. Until her death, she served as the senior special assistant to the governor on women affairs. Guests later moved to the BG Event Hall, Akure, for the reception. With suave steps, guests made classy arrivals. The compact interior of the hall was barely spacious to accommodate the horde of guests and party members who thronged the reception venue. Making their presence visible were the bigwigs of the government and the APC at the Akure level and the central senatorial level, the women in government and the down tiers of the party structure at the Ward 10 level of Akure South local government, where Mama's constituency was. They were, however, treated to nice times with great meals and drinks available for their consumption pleasure. Raising the bar of the pleasurable moments were the sweet renditions of music by the Adonis Music Band. To this end, guests joined the children of Mama, who were called out one after the other, from the eldest to the youngest, to wiggle on the dance floor. All danced excitedly till evening tide. Red Carpet TV spoke with some children of Mama and some guests.
I was a kind-hearted, easygoing, dedicated, responsible mother, highly religious, and a great disciplinarian.
A caring mother and disciplinarian, and she always likes something positive.
She's a very wonderful person. She was a unionist, a loyalist to the core. She was a mother for all, and she was very generous, and she was a devoted Christian and a Catholic member to be precise. She was lovely, caring, and jovial. She was just like my twin sister when she was alive. In fact, same thing with my phone. We're very close, and she was an understanding woman. In fact, she was the only person who understands me better than any other person in this world. I miss my mom. The most part of her life that I would like to emulate in future, in fact, as from now, is the generosity aspect of her life. My mom, she was very generous to a fault. You understand? If you have any problem, if you go to my mom, if she cannot solve the problem fully for you, she'll make sure she gives you something. She'll make sure she brings out a smile on your face before you leave her presence. She doesn't like seeing you cry or seeing you fry your face. She was very lovely, even to my friends. Who are me? That's the first one I give her. Ejika mi, Otoba Shenjuve, Omo Omo Oku, Omo Bobo Monija, Babuku Ori, Ejiegbe. You know what it means, Ejiegbe, as in, twice of a colleague. Sure, you understand? My mom, what a man cannot achieve, my mom will achieve it within a minute, within a tick of an eye. Sure, you understand? She doesn't believe in impossibility. She doesn't take no for an answer. She doesn't tolerate nonsense. A teacher, a role model, a disciplinarian to be called. Whoa, mo, whoa. Hey, me, whoa, mo, whoa. Hey, me, whoa. Baba. That was her favorite song.
Atere was an icon. She was a courageous woman. She was an astute politician. She was a caring mother, a caring big auntie, though a colleague, but I call her an aunt, a big auntie. She was so committed and dedicated to politics. She was so committed to humanity. I would describe her as another Mother Teresa that has gone beyond. We are going to miss her a great deal, but there is nothing we can do because she has gone to meet the Lord Jesus. I would only encourage every one of us that the struggle continues, that we should continue to march on. The only way to encourage our spirit is to remain tenacious, to remain committed to this struggle.
Atere, she's a woman of virtue. She's a woman you can call a role model. This is a woman, she believes in whatever she says. She believes whatever she's doing. Like the bishop said, Madam carry herself in anything she does. She's an epitome of virtue that any woman can boast of. I, as a chairman of APC, I respect her and I value her a lot. She's one woman in a million times. Very honest, very hardworking, integrity by excellence. She's not a wayward woman.
The woman is a woman of substance. We all knew the woman as a comrade. Very excellent, very proactive, and is few among thousands of politicians around Ondo State you can rely on, you can trust. He has proved every doubt correctly. Mama has shown that is a woman who you could rely on. Very successful woman. Today, I say goodbye to you. Our heart is broken because it's not the exact time we should miss a wonderful woman like this.
As energetic as anything you can talk about, political witches. The whole of Ondo State know that we have lost a gem, and her type is not easy to come by. But there is nothing we can do other than to surrender to the will of Almighty God. The Ome Kunakure should take solace and then go back to the drawing board to see how they have to fill the gap. Although the gap is not easy to be filled, but they have to work assiduously to make sure that the absence of Mama does not create a huge vacuum.
From the Red Carpet TV crew, we say kudos to the children and family of Mama for giving their departed matriarch a worthy farewell. And to the deceased, we say adieu, Comrade Princess Margaret Atere, aka Mama Oh Yes.